Hello, this is Roland KTV. Welcome to the first episode of the TV show Teen Talk that is brought to you by Roland KTV. Teen Talk is a 45 minutes talk show that advocates for teenagers and addresses issues that are affecting teenagers. Also, enlighten them of their roles and responsibilities in contributing to the growth and development of our beloved country, Sierra Leone, and the world at large. I am Proma Christian Isotu, serving as the host for today's talk show. With me here, I am having a guest who is going to help me in analyzing a topic of discussion for today. So, can you introduce yourself, sir?
Hello, viewers. I am Michael Alhansa Fufana, the guest for this particular episode.
You're welcome, my beloved guest. Viewers, our topic of discussion for today is social media has negative impact towards the lives of teenagers, yes or no? In this topic of discussion, listeners, you are going to understand the both sides in which social media is impacting us teenagers today, whether negative or positive. So without wasting time, I want to start with you, my beloved guest. What is your take on this topic of discussion?
Well, the topic itself, it's in a negative context, wherein it's not in support of teenagers. And as we know, social media, since this platform were created for people to express themselves creatively and exploit the goodness of our universe. So if the topic itself is against teenagers using this platform, I think I'm against it, saying it has negative effect to teenagers.
So you're saying social media has negative effects towards teenagers?
No, I'm not agreeing to the fact that it has negative effect to the teenagers, but supporting the fact that it has positive effect to teenagers.
So for you, you are against that social media has negative effects towards teenagers, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if I may ask, Michael Alhansan Fufana, what are your reasons for you not agreeing to the topic that social media has negative effects towards the lives of teenagers?
Well, to answer to that question, one of the reasons why social media has a positive effect in the lives of teenagers is one for them to create their social awareness and also to expose themselves to the world in a good way, wherein they exploit their talent, show their creativities.
But Michael Alhanson Fufana, do you also know that during that they normally use it in the negative aspect, wherein instead of for them to do as you say, like when they have these social media platforms, they go out there to sell out themselves in the positive way, and they use that platform to do something that's like things that are uncalled for. Do you also know that?
Then I will happy if you like these things that you are saying that are uncalled for or against social media platform making.
Okay, now let me start with this. One of the things that I will call for, let's say, if you're a student, right? You are a student. There are so many social media platforms that us teenagers now we normally use in the wrong way. One of which is WhatsApp. WhatsApp is here to help and not to destroy. Like us teenagers now, we are in so many platforms, in WhatsApp platforms. Like we have our group chats, we have our personal chats. Instead of for us to like have a group chat wherein we discuss issues, rather we have group chats wherein issues that are not relevant are discussed. So if only that is what teenagers are using, then I guess there shouldn't be nothing like that, because it's just full of negative impact, and the positive there it's just a bit and the negative there is so many. So Michael, that is it.
Have you ever heard of the saying that all works and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
I had. And have you also heard of the saying that all plays and no work makes Michael a stupid boy?
Well, in that context, you need to know also it came from what you're saying. If you're saying about social media, mentioning WhatsApp, remember it's a way of connecting, not all educating. Because some of your friends that are using WhatsApp might be staying far off. So like you're not expecting all the time that you're calling them, you're expecting them to like discuss about education all the time. But sometimes we use it for personal needs. So like you have to connect with people that are far away from you. So like if teenagers are using these to like make fun, being socializing in the society, then you are against that. I think you're going in the wrong side of teenagers. So saying that WhatsApp has a negative impact in the lives of teenagers is I'm against that. It has a positive because it teaches them educationally, it teaches them also socially to socialize with people and also to connect with their loved ones.
You're talking of connecting, wow. And I'm not against them bonding together or connecting, no, I'm not against. But it just depends to it. Michael, you and I know that there are conversations, there are discussions that are not meant for teenagers, and there are some that are meant for teenagers. And talking about this bonding, it's not something bad, but it's when it is used excessively. Like you and I know that us teenagers, like when it comes to bonding, we can bond. And you bring in this thing of playing. It's not only social media that you can relax your brain. Okay, let's say you're tired of reading. You can also call yourselves together, come and discuss something apart from books, but you just don't need to go to the social media platform and start to do negative things. This is my point,
So wait,
Michael.
in a case wherein your friends are not, you're not living in the same country or you're not living in the same place, so how can you call them without using social media platform? Because I know that our SIM cards that we're using, they are not meant to make international calls, wherein it's burn a lot of airtime. So the only way that you can create communication between you guys and also those that are very far away from you, especially for those in other countries, is when using social media. And one of those platforms, it's WhatsApp. So tell me, should they pay for a flight and come to your country and you guys start discussing after you feel bored of reading a book?
I would say yes. But anyway, Michael, to answer you, like looking at this, you don't have to like pay from year to year just for bonding. You can even do that if you want to and if you have the resource.
But the social media is already there. It's already made it simple so that they can do the bonding instead of paying flights and the comment. Okay, now you have a friend that you always want to talk to every day. So should that friend pay flights every day, leaving the other country, coming to your country because you are feeling bored every hour and then?
Michael, I have a question for you.
What is it?
Fine. Have you ever heard have you ever heard of the saying that each and everything has an advantage and a disadvantage?
I've heard of that, but if the advantage surpass the disadvantage, it means the advantage is what we look into.
Fine, this is it. Here also, the disadvantage is more than the advantage. This is it.
How is the disadvantage is more than the advantage? Like connecting to your friends? Is that a disadvantage? Is that what you're saying?
When it is done excessively.
So how excessively can it be done?
Now looking at this bonding, like you cannot be born, like you cannot bond for, you don't expect you guys to talk for a whole day or so.
One thing you need to understand about teenagers, this is a stage wherein people express themselves, because by the time they enter into the 20s, they'll be very busy with work, with education. So like in the time of their teenage life, that will be the best time for them to express themselves to their colleagues, connect with them, because the long run, when they become an adult, all this time will not be. Have you ever heard when people say, I remember the days when I was a teenager, when I used to live like this and live like this, but now I cannot go back to those life because work have already made it impossible for me. So like if
Okay.
teenagers are enjoying themselves right now, I think it should be something disadvantageous. And besides, why are you stressing on WhatsApp too much?
Let's just round it up from there. I just want to reply you on that. So after that, we'll round up and move to another point. Michael, do you also know that it's when you are a teenager that is when you start to build yourself up. You cannot wait until when you are an adult or when you are a youth, then you start to build yourself up. It is when you are a teenager that is when you develop a good career for yourself. So if you use all that time for burning, then what are you going to do when you are a youth?
So, have you had the thing is, let's talk about being socialized. So, like you're saying that being a teenager, I shouldn't be socialized, or like I shouldn't associate myself into things that are entertaining. So, like if you're saying that, know that in your teenage life, that's when you develop the psychological factors, your cognitive. So, like if there you're not socialized to your colleagues or others, that will affect you on the long run. Like let's say you're an adult but you're not used to like being out there, and remember as children there are things you need to follow. You need to be like you should be socially, you should be emotionally, you should be psychologically, you should be entertainingly. So like if you are removing the social aspect of the teenager's life, I think it's very wrong because you are depriving certain person of these rights, because it's like a right for them to socialize, show their career. So now we're seeing to career part developing. Let's say someone wants to be an entertainer, someone wants to be a musician, someone wants to be an actor or an actress, someone wants to be an artist. So like being a teenager, all these things can happen when you socialize. So now if you are an entertainer, let's say you want to be an entertainer but you will not socialize to people, don't you know that will cause stage frightening? It will also cause, if you're a musician, you go up stage and you fail to perform because you're not used to the crowd or you're not socialized to other people. So like saying that what you said, it's somehow a bit complicating. So what I would say, career developing, it comes from different aspects. Some people, if they want to develop their career in terms of socializing, we should let them.
Okay. So can you give me your next point? Why do you say that social media is not having negative impact and just positive impact?
Well, we go to access of information.
Okay.
Through social media platforms, we access information about the world, about your country, about your health, about education, about entertainment. So now, if you're going for the negative aspect, saying that it's very wrong. So how is it wrong for you to access information? How is it wrong for you to access about the things that are going about the world, about education, about entertainment, about sport?
Okay. Moreover, I didn't say you shouldn't access information. So now let me come into that.
But
In
remember
terms of
the
you,
topic already, it's in the negative aspect. Where
yes,
it's
I know.
already ignoring the fact that social media is very positive in the lives of teenagers.
Yes, and I'm not saying you shouldn't access information. So what is wrong with you trying to do a research? Like you reaching out to more experienced people out there. Like you trying to reach out to the library. Like, this social media somehow it has made us teenagers to be very lazy in terms of research. Like it makes us not to like try to sit and think, because we already have so many things waiting for us there. We'll just click and the answer will come for us. Like we no longer have the time to sit and think of answers, or like when we are given something to be done, we just quickly go and it has already been solved. So what is wrong with the libraries? What is wrong with us meeting people that are more experienced in terms of that, Michael?
In response to that,
Yeah.
remember that we are in the digital world in terms of technology advancement. So that we're not going back to the days wherein everything to access information, you need to be there at the library. Speaking of professions or the professionals seeking there for information, Imagine you're doing a particular course wherein the expert for that course is not in your country. So tell me, are you going to travel, finding a flight to go and meet this professional person that is an expert on their field? Or why can't you use the person's page, let's say the YouTube page, wherein this professor do his research, do his publication in terms of the things that you are searching for, and emphasizing in the area of like looking for materials. Let's say the digital world and also technology has made it very simple for us. Like you don't need to suffer yourself, because it's not laziness, it's not wasting more time and also resources. So like those things help us like research and also help us without wasting time, without wasting resources. So like the library there, let's say there are specific faculties that are meant to be there at the library. Let's say if you're doing entertainment, should I be at the library learning everything about entertainment, or should I be there doing practical things?
Of course, like you can have materials that will tell you about music.
Tell me about music. Now let's say the chorus goes like this, la la la. That's what I saw on the book. But now, how am I supposed to sing this chorus, this la la la?
We have librarians, Michael.
So are you telling me that all the librarians are aware of the syllables that are used in the song? And will these librarians cater for all of you? Imagine if I'm going for entertainment, you are going for acting, and someone is going for music. Will this librarian do the comfort for all of us, like giving us all of giving us all the resources that we want, or like being there patient to teach us the syllables of this song, or instead of going there and start doing the demonstration?
Without wasting time, Michael, that is not possible. Even the youths of nowadays, they don't care about that. So without even wasting time, it's not possible.
Yeah, so but the advantage there for you using social media, it already helped them to like know these things. So like if I know that the syllable is like la 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 la, there is no need for me to go to the library and start researching about how to say la 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 la. Already it's there. Someone had already made a video. It might be TikTok, it might be on Facebook, it might be on Instagram, it might be on YouTube. So I would just follow suit and learn the lyrics of the song instead of going to the library, start singing it awkwardly, say la 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 la, and it's very.
Don't tell me you're interested in entertainment, because it's very bored for you. Anyway, quickly give us your next point.
Well, my next point I will emphasize is skill development.
Okay, skill development.
Yes.
So like even before you explain more about the skill development, looking at skill, like it's something practical. Like the person, you have to face the person, you have to look at the person, the way the person does what the person has been doing, and if you want to learn. So I want to know how the skill development is connected to teenagers and social media.
Fine. I love this question. Remember I mentioned something about the professors, right?
Yes, you
So
did.
now let's say if I want to bake a cake, then I don't have anyone in my hair who knows how to bake a cake. Or the person that is in charge of baking cake always gives excuses. So why can't I just go to YouTube, then follow the instructions that are given, and I learn how to bake a cake?
And what like you have the materials, it will be very creepy.
Well, the videos are there. They are always there. It's not something that who's talking about the professors that knows their work. Maybe they will come here and tell us, you need this, you need this, you need this. At the end of the day, they leave us. And by leaving us, maybe there are one or two information that we want from them we are unable to get because the time that we assigned to them has already finished. So but the videos on YouTube, on other social media platforms will help us to like do these things at any time that we want them, like baking a cake at any time we want them, making the bed, dressing the room, a lot of things that teenagers can do that will suit the comfort of our society.
And now to this career development, so skills something. Do you are you sure that it's every teenager that has that thought?
Well, in that area, I love this question because since the topic always it's so very it's emphasizing a negative aspect of social media.
Yeah.
So now, like bringing that idea, I love it also because You know that we have categories of teenagers. We have it from 14 years to 19 years. So now let's say in the area from 13 to 15 years, you don't expect them to have a phone. So like mentioning that the social media is very negative to teenagers, I think it should be specific saying that from 16 years to 19 years. But you cannot expect a child from 13 years to 15 years holding on to a phone.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not.
Come
I'm
on.
saying it's unethical for a 14 years and 15 years to be holding
And
phones.
they are teenagers, even from that even 30 you mentioned, they have social media handles.
So fine. In relation to that, do you know that if a teenager is going to Facebook, WhatsApp, TikTok, or other social media platform, it's the cause of the adult. Because let's say when we are children, let's say around the age of 7 or 8 years, our parents or our guardians or our elder brothers and elder sisters or uncles and aunties, they expose us to this social media platform. Let's say in the area of on TikTok, they'll play TikTok videos for us so that we can watch. And by following suit, so like when we grow up also become teenagers and we handle phone, our interest and our intention will be also to post their videos. So like saying this, like if the teenagers, if that's not all of them having the intention, it's not their fault. You can blame the parents, because if you expose your child in terms of research, when you give them phone, they also do the research instead of wasting their time.
And what about, have you ever thought of blaming also the teenagers? Because why are you not using it in the wrong way? Because you already know the pros of you using social media negatively. So you also have to blame the teenagers on this side, because you as a teenager, you should already know the do's and don'ts. You should already know what is good for you and what is bad for you. You are no longer a
I
child.
think I remember asking you the question, what are the don'ts? But you didn't give me a substantial information about the don'ts. So like I just know the disadvantage of social media. That's not what I want. Like giving you a substantial reason that saying
Yeah.
it supports the notion that social media is very wrong, then I will give you a concrete saying that it's possible that it's not negative but positive to the lives of teenagers.
Okay, so are you having your any further point in adding to what you've already said?
No more points for now in relation to that. But I would also like to add researchers in relation to this also. We have like the Students by Pew Research Center in 2018. They researched that saying that 81% of teenagers feel connected using social media platform. Remember in the 80s or 90s, they are using these lamp phones, wearing even to like talk to someone that is far away from you, you will not be able to like connect to them. I also have the American Psychological Association. They also conduct their research in 2020 saying that teenagers, they feel this social media platform help them to like socialize, connect with their loved ones, their friends and other also. We also have the Common Sense leader who also done their research in 2021, wherein teenagers brought out positive reviews saying that through social media, it has helped them gain information about health, about education, about many things that help them in their life. And also to attest to that, there are peoples in these social media platforms that have succeeded in life also. Like one of them is Malala Yousafzai. She is a Pakistan and she is an 18-year-old girl who actively participates in social media platform. And she has been using social media platform to advocate about the right to go to school, about the right of education. And through that, she gained global recognition, where in Pakistan now it's a bill that all the children there needs to go to school. And also I have Emma Gonzalez. She's in the United States of America and she's also 18 years old. She uses the social media platform to utilize she uses the Twitter and also Instagram to also advocate about control about gunshot. She involved in an unfortunate event wherein a gunshot took place at their school. So she uses the Twitter and also the Instagram to like advocate for the usage of gunshots in terms of school, because this can cause trauma to children. It can also cause psychological effects and also social effects. So like these people using this platform, bringing awareness to other teenagers and also globally helps personal information. So like saying that teenagers are using social media in the wrong way. So now are you saying these two people that I mentioned are also using it in the wrong way? And in area of career development, I have Jojo Siwa. She's 18 years old, and she has been using this social media platform like YouTube about dancing, about singing, and now she's a big star. She's doing music. She's also recognized as the best dancer. So like, are you saying in terms of career development, she has already developed a career starting from age 13 years old dancing, and now she has a career? You can't say dancing is not a career or singing is not a career. We also have Sophia Fatu, a 14 years girl, also the same dancing and also music. Then also we have Peter A. Komba, our own brother from Sierra Leone, who was a TikTok, who is still even a TikToker, and also has been given a badge of confirmation saying that yes, he has been approved by TikTok that he's one of the users, and now he's an actor involving in these Nollywood movies. So now you see all this platform, social media, teenagers are using it in the correct way, and this has helped teenagers to like express themselves, do a lot of things that involve career development.
Viewers, don't forget, this show, Teens Talk, is sponsored by Ihosim Hotel here in Sierra Leone, McKinney. So, Michael, back to you. Michael, since you are so in support that social media doesn't have negative impacts towards the life of teenagers, so now you are an example of a teenager that is using social media platform. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So, approximately how many social media handles are you having?
Handles like what? You mean the social media
Platforms, yes.
Fine. Approximately, let's say 4 of them.
Fine. So then you're good for an example. So what is your advice out there to teenagers on how to use social media more useful to enrich themselves?
So one of the things that teenagers should focus on, know that you're developing your career and you're not going to stay as a teenager forever. You have to be an adult. And we have something called resume, we have something called CV. So like all these things have to deal with your life experience, your journey, and all the things that you've endured. So like for job employment, they have to look at all these things, checking out your social media platform and see the content that you've been posting, your post. So like as a teenager, the things that you need to do, make sure that you post matured pictures, make sure that your videos, they are sending out information there, make sure your videos, they are very sensible, that will help others in the society. If you are going for entertainment and you know that that's the career you want to develop in, make sure that you do it in the appropriate form, not in the miserable form, wherein treating yourself naked or doing wrong things that will let you be banned from social media. But creating a content wherein it will support you even in terms of career developing. Let's say if you want to be an actor, you do the things as an actor, and also actors follow the same thing. Then if you want to be a journalist, because now we have bloggers, and majority of these bloggers, they are teenagers. So like you practice using the Facebook in the appropriate way, giving us information that are current, information that are factual, and information that are true. So like as a teenager, use these platforms to help out other teenagers and also to help out our country and society.
Okay, thank you very, very much. And I am really hoping that teenagers out there would be able to watch this show and learn, because I am very, very sure that our guest here today has really delivered a lot, and teenagers out there will be able to learn from what all you said. So, Michael, while you were giving out your points, you mentioned about parents, like our parents and guardians being the cause of us like not using social media in the correct way. So, what do you have to say to this? Like, What are the things are they supposed to do to help us teenagers to use social media in the right way?
Since now we're in the digital world,
Yeah.
wherein we are using less of books than more on social media research. So let's say if you're a parent, instead of showing your children how to play TikTok videos or how to go to Facebook or how to go to WhatsApp, show them how to research, show them how to do their assignments, and also the videos that you need to play for them, videos that teach them about how they learn things. Let's say if you're having a movie, that's why I'm recommending Akila the Bee. It's a movie that will help children to learn their vocabularies, because from that movie there are lots of vocabularies that are used there. You can learn the meaning, and also you learn how to pronounce those vocabularies and how to spell them. So like if parents are playing these kind of movies to them, it's very nice. When you check on let's say YouTube, there are videos about A B C D E F G. Yes, kindergarten. So like it helps them also to like express themselves. Even I have my sister. She's very young, but anytime she hears the sound of Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa. I don't know if that's how they sing it, but they know how to sing it more. The last time, like I heard her singing it. So look at this. They're using English. Remember, English, to speak English is not something very simple. They're learning Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar, no, Papa. So like these help the children also. So like social media, to use it for the parents, just use these things. The children will understand more, and instead of playing a lot of TikTok videos that will make them to learn how to dance, how to sing, without knowing how to research and how to like do other things that are very important that will help them in terms of career. Remember, not everyone that is going for entertainment. There are some children who want to be lawyers. So like there are platforms created also to research, to be like lawyers. They are there. So that's why I'm speaking of technology and also the internet. It's really helping us nowadays. Before you need to go to the library, but now you just click and chat and say how to do it like a lawyer, what are the things that I need to do, and those things will help you.
Okay, thank you very, very much, Michael Alhansen Fufana. And one last question. What is your career path like? Which career path do you want to take?
Well, always since I want to be a teacher, someone who teaches people. I know like teaching process has to be done like a lifetime, and learning also, as they say, it started from the day you were born to the day you die. So like the teaching process, just as I'm doing also, I'm also teaching others how to use social media platforms.
Okay, teacher.
But I don't limit myself to that. I also like want to be like a movie director, a movie producer, and also journalist. Yes, a movie producer, and also script writing. So like all those things, they made me feel happy. So like you saying about social media, please, we have to use some of these platforms to publish our information and our content. So like that is why I'm in support of teenager. I mean in the area of teenagers using the right way, and also like teenagers need to express themselves. Just as I'm doing also like all these are ways for teenagers just to use the media, and also in the appropriate form.
Okay, listeners, viewers, this is how we come to the end of the show. Thank you very, very much, our beloved guest, Michael Alhansen Fufana. So, I have been your host, Kuroma Christian ICT. Kindly follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, and YouTube. This show will come back again for you all. Thank you for watching us.